Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to do this problem. This is a basic equations problem, okay? This is what we're going to call a one-step equation because it takes one step to solve it. So basically, the key thing behind solving equations is the following. In this case, we want to find out what value x has. Okay, x plus 4 equals 7. Now, many of you might say, well, David, if I take 3 and I add 4, I get 7. So is x 3? Yes, that's true. But right now what I want to do is I want to give you the thought process behind how we would solve it in the abstract case, because this rule and these ideas will allow us to solve the equations when it's more difficult and when it's not so obvious. Okay, so for example, in this case, the way I want you to think about it is like this. Whenever you have an equal sign, it's like a balance scale. You know, you have your pen here with your stuff, okay? You have your balance scale like this, and you have your other pen over here with stuff, okay? And it's in balance, you see? And so basically, what we're saying in this case is that x plus 4 has the same value as the 7. This pen is at the same height as this pen in our balance scale analogy. But look at this. 4 is being added to x. So what I want to do is I want to take away 4 from the left. Because if I take away 4 from the left, then this plus 4 and this minus 4 will go to 0. That'll actually leave me with just x on the left, like this, right? But if we think about this balance scale analogy, then if I take away something from the left hand pen, then the right hand pen will be heavier, so it'll go down. So how do we prevent that from happening? Well, I take away 4 from the right as well. In this case, I can see that 7 minus 4 is 3, and voila, we have x equals 3 there, which is exactly what we expected. Now, let me recap what we just did in a different way. What's the opposite of adding 4? As in this case, we have x plus 4, subtracting 4. So I subtract 4 from the left, and I subtract 4 from the right. So in other words, what we're going to usually do whenever we're solving a one-step equation is we're going to do the opposite of what is being performed to x, and whatever we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. Okay? Those are basically our two ideas. We do the opposite of what's happening to x to isolate the x, and whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. Here, we have x plus 4. 4 is being added to x. What's the opposite of that? Subtracting x. And when we, here we have 4 being added to x, right? X plus 4. What's the opposite of adding 4? Subtracting 4. Once we've made that decision, if we're going to subtract 4, we're going to subtract it from both sides, and we get our solution. In this case, x equals 3. Now let's look at our second example.